Suddenly, the door creaked open and an old woman emerged. Our next account moves from towns and borders to the deep winding paths of the Appalachian Trail. Here, where civilization feels a world away, hikers share stories around the campfire, stories that feel a little too real in the oppressive darkness of the woods. Story 4. The Witch's Shack on the Ridge. Along the Appalachian Trail, hikers pass down whispers about a witch who lives on a remote, overgrown ridge. The legend is classic campfire folklore, warning children and travelers to be wary. It tells of a reclusive old woman in a rundown shack who was rumored to capture kids who wandered too far, using their bones for dark magic. It was the kind of story meant to keep children from straying, but for one group of boys, it became a dare. Fueled by that perfect mix of youthful skepticism and bravado, a boy and his friend decided to see for themselves if the witch was real. They hiked for over an hour until they reached the dreaded ridge. Just like the story said, the first sign they were close was the faint smell of wood smoke. They crept forward, their courage fading with every step, until they saw it. A tiny one-room shack, looking exactly as the legends described. Suddenly, the door creaked open and an old woman emerged. She had patchy white hair, a hunched back, and a face that seemed carved from anger. The boys froze, completely terrified. This was no kindly grandmother. She stared at them with piercing eyes, and they didn't stick around to see what she wanted. They bolted, running as fast as they could back down the trail, convinced they had just escaped a curse. When they breathlessly told their parents, they were met with calm, rational explanations. It was just an old woman who valued her privacy, they were told, probably angered by their trespassing. But that logic never quite erased the terror of that moment. The legend lives on, a warning to those who hike the trail. Some places are meant to be left alone.